How can I strengthen my VA PTSD claim? If you are wondering how to strengthen your Veterans Affairs post-traumatic stress disorder claim, you are not alone. Many veterans seek clarity on this important process. To build a strong case, you need to focus on several key elements that the VA looks for when evaluating claims. First, obtaining a formal medical diagnosis is crucial. You should secure a diagnosis of PTSD from a qualified mental health professional, like a psychiatrist or psychologist. This diagnosis must align with the criteria outlined in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition. Make sure your diagnosis is current and supported by thorough psychiatric evaluations and treatment records that show ongoing symptoms and impairment. Next, you need to establish a service connection through evidence of a stressor event. This means demonstrating that your PTSD is linked to a specific traumatic event that occurred during your military service. The VA requires that this stressor meets Criterion A of the DSM-5, which involves exposure to death, serious injury, or sexual violence. Detailed documentation of this event is essential. Include dates, unit assignments, and any official service records, such as incident reports or deployment records. Gathering comprehensive supporting documentation is also vital. Start with your service records to prove your military service and any records related to the traumatic events. Include all relevant medical records, such as mental health treatment notes, therapy records, medication history, and psychiatric evaluations. Personal statements are important too. Write a detailed narrative explaining how the traumatic event affected you and how PTSD impacts your daily life. Additionally, obtain buddy statements from family members, friends, or fellow service members who can corroborate your account of the stressor event and describe observed changes in your behavior or functioning. Using expert medical opinions and Nexus letters can significantly strengthen your claim. A Nexus letter from a qualified mental health professional that links your PTSD diagnosis directly to your military service can be decisive. This letter should clearly explain the connection between your symptoms and your service-related stressor, especially if the initial evidence is inconclusive. Completing Disability Benefits Questionnaires is another step you should take. These standardized forms, filled out by medical professionals, detail the severity of your PTSD symptoms and their impact on your occupational and social functioning. A thorough DBQ can help the VA understand the extent of your disability. Be mindful of common mistakes that can derail your claim. Ensure all documentation is consistent, complete, and submitted on time. Missing evidence, unclear service connections, or insufficient symptom descriptions are common reasons for claim denial. If your claim is denied, consider seeking legal assistance from experienced veteran disability claim attorneys who specialize in PTSD claims. They can help gather additional evidence and file appeals. Lastly, stay informed about any changes to the VA rating system. The VA is considering updates to its mental health disability rating system to better reflect the range of PTSD symptoms and impairments. Keeping abreast of these changes can help you ensure your claim accurately represents the severity of your condition. In summary, strengthening your VA PTSD claim involves obtaining a clear medical diagnosis, thoroughly documenting the service-related traumatic event, providing detailed personal and third-party statements, securing expert medical opinions, and submitting comprehensive evidence that links your PTSD to your military service. Legal support can be invaluable, especially if your claim is initially denied or requires appeal. This approach aligns with the VA's duty to assist veterans in substantiating their claims and accessing the benefits they deserve.